This is Abnormal Entertainment.
Maskerpiece Theater. I am having a good time. We're doing another a house show kind of type of thing, I guess, is what we'll call it. Yeah. It's kind of a house show. We'll play some masked libs, and then we'll get into all the holiday festivities and wacky stuff we've heard over the past week or so. So we will start off by saying, Mini Mandy, do you have a noun for me?
Football. Since we were talking about
it.
With a U or two O's?
Two O's.
Two O's.
The football I watch.
And Kevin Moyers, a noun.
Let's go for brewery.
Mrs. Blogster, I don't think you've ever played this with us. Plural noun.
Pizzas. It's been on my mind since last night.
Mini Mandy, an adverb.
Adverb.
Something that ends in L-Y.
Yeah.
Something that describes what you do.
Right? Harmoniously?
That's just going to take me a little bit to write out.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan, yes. Kevin, an adjective, please.
Dry.
Mrs. Blogster,
like
part of the body.
Backwards. I say they're basic
Belly
words.
button.
Mini Mandy, a noun.
Snowball. Based on that Colts game today. Which was insane.
Kevin, an adjective.
Stanky.
Sweet. Mrs. Blogster, a noun.
Schenectady.
Nice.
Can you spell it?
I will spell it how I can read it. Mandy, an adjective.
Grotesque.
Kevin, a noun.
Shark.
I'm just kidding.
Mrs. Blogster, again, a part of the body.
Ass crack.
It's where you shark.
See? It goes hand in hand.
Mini Mandy, how about an adjective?
Dirty. That's all I can think now.
Right? Just progressively gets worse and worse.
It was that or moist.
Well, maybe you'll get one again. Kevin, a noun.
Oh, let's stick to theme. Nugget.
Owen Hart is not a nugget.
That was the first thing I thought.
Right? I knew he was.
Every time.
Okay.
Mrs. Blogster, a noun?
Coffee maker.
Because you were looking at it.
It is.
Yeah, that's usually how this game works.
And then like, dang, I could go for coffee.
Okay, Mini Mandy, an adjective.
Moist.
I was already writing it. Kevin, a noun?
Skid mark.
I don't know why I take drinks while
While he's
words.
answering, yeah. Poor life choices. Okay, Mrs. Blogster, for the final one, it's a noun.
Ninja.
Again, the coffee maker.
Yeah, basically. All right.
Went right to Vanilla Ice.
So this is more sage advice from the masked libs. Beware, if your skiing equipment isn't top of the football, you put your brewery at risk. Here are some important pizzas to remember. Ski boots. Give careful thought to this important piece of equipment. Choose harmoniously. Together with ski bindings, these dry boots form the link between your skis and your belly button.
Oh.
Ski bindings. As far as your safety is concerned, As far as your safety is concerned,
There it is.
snowball bindings are the most stanky pieces of Schenectady in skiing. If you have any grotesque questions, seek the help of a shart professional. Ski helmets. Protect your ass crack by wearing a dirty ski nugget. Helmets absolutely help you avoid a serious coffee maker mishap. And of course, ski clothing. Get yourself some. I can't. All right, we're almost there. All right,
You can do
we're
it.
almost there. Ski clothing. Get yourself some moist underwear to keep your skid mark warm.
Bro.
You also need a ski ninja to protect your head and ears from frigid temperatures.
There's always that line that
Those-
works
There's always
perfectly.
yeah, there's always a line in there.
Signed,
There's
a
more-
colored viewer.
Yeah.
Those moist.
Good Lord.
Clothes.
Moist underwear to
Yep.
keep your skid mark warm. Man.
Yep.
So that happened. All right. So, you know what's funny? We were talking before this. You know, we had football, but we were also talking about Movie Pass, which is all over our website. I don't think we're getting paid for any of it. So this is just free publicity
Yep.
for Movie Pass. Really enjoying it.
I know, it's great.
I love it.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. It's
yeah,
a great deal.
Seen a couple movies already, and a couple movies that I wasn't going to pay to see.
Right.
Yep.
Saw Justice League. I'm with Mandy. I
Right.
liked it.
I liked it.
I liked it. I didn't love it. It wasn't great, but I know it's a different universe, and there were some scenes in there. I'm like, glad I got to see that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Man, when everybody's trying to fight Superman, and it just did not go their way, I was like, man,
That was
good
great.
Lord, this is
That
a
was-
really good. This is a really good scene, and it demonstrated
Yeah.
what he can do. It was like, whoa, this is good.
That's the fight scene I wanted from like
Everything.
Batman v Superman, and
Right.
Superman, and
Yeah.
from all of them. Where was
First-
that?
Yeah. Where was that?
Anybody mention Martha?
No
No.
mention of
That's
Martha.
the important thing.
He did ask if he did bleed.
Was the response not great?
Yep, I'm bleeding. Pretty sure
Definitely
I'm
bleeding
bleeding.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
It was
oh, this
good.
is
I liked it. I know Mrs. Blogster and our little one did not like it as much, especially because, much like what I say whenever I talk about comic book movies and why people have an issue with them, you have something that you really like already, and that's the Flash.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
And
was-
Ezra
that was
Miller's
our-
version is not Grant Gustin's
It's not.
version.
But
No.
I stand by my statement. Grant's Flash would not work in this movie.
Well, no.
No, absolutely not. But
It's a whole
still,
different
the thing that
storyline.
I was
Yeah.
just like, eh.
Well, then they
was
should have
still-
used that one. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, he's. But it's fine. And then we also saw Wonder, which, okay, I have a hard time keeping composure watching the trailer for it.
Yeah.
Like I'm just watching, like, oh, allergies,
Oh, I
oh, allergies.
there was a tear the first time I watched that trailer. I'm like, ooh, that movie's gonna be rough.
Man,
I'm a
I
crier
need to see
anyways.
you
So I
won't
knew
even
it.
get to the credits.
Oh, no.
You won't even get to the credits with this one. Just the way the kid, he's just talking to you at the beginning of the movie, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh man,
Yeah.
oh man, and it was kind of interesting because everything is rough for the kid,
Right.
but it's rough for everybody else around him too, especially like his his family,
Right.
Yep.
because he's got an older sister, and
Yeah.
that kid's going to get the most attention.
Yep.
Parents having a rough time, like, hey, we had to homeschool him for this many years, and
What is his, because I haven't seen it yet, but what is his medical issue?
they didn't say exactly what the medical issue was, just a lot of deformities,
Gotcha.
and like he was just born, and like they rush him out of the. I'm trying not to give too much away, but it happens at the very beginning. He's telling the story, and they give birth. The doctors and nurses just take off with the kid and run out of surgery after surgery after surgery later. This is what it's. He's like, I've even got my hearing and this and that because
None of
It's
that
a
was
lot.
there.
none
Yeah.
of it was there.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it
it was rough, and you're like, man,
Yeah.
and they did a good job with
The
it.
first time I saw the trailer for it, I was like, I gotta see it. And then,
Yeah.
like I was saying before, we don't see a lot of movies that aren't big screen.
Right.
Well, when
Because
it-
it's expensive. We have a family of three, and it's
It's $10 a person, and that's in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we went to the theater we chose, it would have been $9.85 per person.
Yep.
Instead, we said, here's our movie pass credit card. That's going to pay for it. Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's worked out well.
Yeah.
that's good.
And the movie was good, and I cried, and my heart was happy.
I imagine that these movie passes are going to be good for movie theaters too, because now that I'm not spending $10 at the door, I'll spend $10 at the concession stand.
We did.
Yeah, I'm like,
We
you're
absolutely
still
did.
gonna get
Yeah,
your
we were
money.
just like,
Yeah.
oh, popcorn sounds so good right now. We weren't going to
Yeah.
get it, but then we decided,
It wasn't very good. That was
Yeah.
a little bit disappointing.
yeah, the popcorn wasn't good there, but
Yeah.
but
it's
we
still
got
not
it
Such a
Yeah.
burden to then hit the concession stand after you
right.
spread this. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
because, I mean, concessions are just actually probably the worst part of going to the movie.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah.
they're
Right.
so expensive.
Yeah.
Well, especially like AMC, $15 for
Yeah.
a popcorn and a drink.
Yeah,
No kidding.
Go F yourself, man.
yeah.
And then last time we were at AMC, I hadn't eaten, and I'm diabetic, so I'm like, yeah, we'll just wait. I'll be fine. Finally, he's like, just get something. So
Just
like,
get the hot dog or
$30
whatever.
freaking dollars later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the worst.
I'm
Yeah.
like, well, that was the best hot dog I've ever had because I thought I was going to pass out.
Yeah.
It looked good too, though. I'll give some of these movies theaters credit. I mean, some of the food they've come up with now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah.
hurts me that MoviePass doesn't work at Harkins because I think Harkins is my favorite concession stand.
I would
and all of
agree.
the Arizona movie
Yeah.
theaters. Their popcorn tastes the best.
Yep.
Their pizzas are delicious.
It's a smaller company though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can quality
easier.
control a
Yeah.
little better. And I
Yeah.
mean, most people around the country don't know what the hell Harkins is. It's Arizona
Right.
based,
I know.
but I think they're in California.
They're in California. I think they're in
Maybe
Nevada
Utah,
too.
Nevada, yeah.
Yeah,
that's,
it's-
that's about
Marvelous.
it.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
spreading around
They're
the
very small.
Southwest, but
Yeah.
but they don't take the movie pass. So sorry, Dan Harkins.
But even
Yep.
like the little cheap theater by me, it's $3.50 second run theater, and
Yeah.
they take movie.
and they take it, yeah.
Which I think is
which
pretty
is
cool.
weird.
Yeah, because I've actually looked at it. I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of cool, especially if you're thinking, oh man, I know it just came out on Blu-ray, but we can
I
see it on the
in
big
the
screen
theater.
right now.
Yeah.
Yep. And like, I don't know. I'm kind of nostalgic for it. Those old theaters, you kind of get that like nostalgic feel from going to a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The old seats, and they kind of have the shitty projector. And
which they don't really have there anymore.
yeah,
it looks
they've gotten
really
better.
good.
They've gotten better.
'Cause-
They still have the old seats though.
They-
I kind of miss the old seats
The
sometimes.
old style seat, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But I
It's
mean,
all-
even
I'm
then, they
all
still
about those
changed up
recliners.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They put in
yeah,
nicer ones.
yeah. But I'm now a fan of the recliners. I used to think, oh, forget it, you're just there for 2 hours. I still say that about the people that bring their blankets and everything. Like,
That I would agree with. The
Dude,
only
you
thing
don't
about
need-
Cinemark
those-
sells blankets.
Oh
at
my
their concession
God.
stand.
Do they really?
Yeah. I was
All
like,
right.
Damn.
that is smart.
I get it for people getting cold in there.
Yeah.
You know, when a
Dress
jacket's just
appropriate.
or if you want to finger your
especially
date.
that too.
I think the thing that Arizona has going against them is that it's so hot during the summer
Right.
that it's so cold in the theater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's
true.
when blankets bringing them in makes sense because you're wearing shorts and tank tops and whatever.
Sure,
Yeah.
and
You're
it's
wearing
cold
light
as
clothes,
heck in there.
And
Yeah.
then you're going into a refrigerator. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're not going to be wearing
All right,
pants and
I'll
stuff.
come off of my stance on that.
Yeah.
But I'll
Bring your
say-
blankets.
that's
Wipe
what
up
I can
afterwards.
So should I talk about how Harkins got in trouble?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Let's,
Yes, please.
All right, so for all the people not in Arizona or the southwest of the United States, Harkins does this loyalty cup
It's fantastic.
where you buy the cup once. It's the same price as a large soda. And every time you go back, it's $1.50 for a refill.
Yep.
It's a very durable cup. Lasts. I still have my cups from like 2012. They're
Right,
durable.
yeah. We've
So-
still got our
And
old
they're
ones.
huge and they're
Yep.
amazing.
And they change them every year. So this year they released their cup. I assume they get approval before they print their cups.
I would hope so.
I'm going to go with probably they didn't.
So they got in trouble with Disney.
Doubt it. Yeah.
Oh.
They had the Han Solo from the new Han Solo movie,
Oh.
and they have not released a visual of what he really looks
It's
like.
supposed to look like yet. Oh.
So Disney had to like contact Harkins and was like, "You need to pull these cups." Now they print all of their cups at the same
Yeah.
time
Mm-hmm.
to last the whole year. So they got, I think, maybe 3 weeks, a month into having their cups out, and then Disney was like, "You cannot
Cease and desist.
sell these cups."
Woo.
So now Harkins just has this really bland, like 25th year anniversary cup that they're giving out for their loyalty cup. So if you got one, I want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Contact us here at Maskerpiece Theater.
Theater.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
You know, some employees snagged as many.
Oh
as they
yeah,
Oh, man.
absolutely.
You're going to see those on eBay.
yeah.
I hope so. And I want one because, like, one of Jess's dad got one. my roommate's dad. And she texted
He's
him.
got it going on.
Right. She texted him, and he's like, yeah, this one. And she showed him, was like, that's the cup.
Yeah.
I want the cup.
Well, and if you already have that one, I'm sure they'll just refill it. I mean, you already have it, so.
So they're not going to take them away from you. They'll still use them and let you use them, but I would say don't. Because after you start washing it, it kind of starts to fade sometimes.
I always just rinse it the bathroom sink.
I know, I do that too.
Yeah. Right?
I do, and then I come home and wash them.
Not that I'll be going there when I have my movie pass, because that would be stupid.
Yeah,
Right.
no, I'm done. Well, because we used to do that, because they also do the popcorn. You get
Yeah,
you
the T-shirt.
buy the T-shirt, you get free medium popcorn when you walk in.
So I'm just saying, for me, because I live in Mesa, Cinemark will accept the Harkins cup.
Oh, there you go.
So I go and buy the Harkins cup, and then I go to Cinemark. So it's fine.
That works out pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I got my movie pass, and then
Maybe
$1.50 refill.
Guess we should ask all the places we go to, but it's
Yeah.
probably not. But, I mean,
I think
No, like
Cinemark
Cinemark
AMC
does.
does their Stubbs cards. And
Yeah.
I get why
And then-
Alamo takes the movie pass, because their money's probably in beer and food and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
yeah, everything
Absolutely.
else they do, yeah.
And I mean,
And their food is
Popcorn is
their food is
amazing.
on another level from everybody else.
Yeah.
Their popcorn has real butter.
That's good stuff.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it was really
Okay,
good.
you guys, you win.
The
You
other
win
thing they
that
have
part.
going for them is they don't have like those rails. That's the one thing we did find out with Regal is they have rails and their seats recline. And I'm too short.
So the
Just
rails
see,
in
like
your
the
vision.
bottom
Yeah.
Yeah,
foot and
so
a half, 2 feet of the
See, that's
screen.
where AMC really did well with.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
have rails.
Yeah, they just have the little wall, but you have a whole open area in
Yeah,
front
there's
of you
a lot
to
of
stretch
space.
out.
Right.
Even if
Yeah.
you're completely extended out, people can walk past to get
Yeah,
to the seats.
that was
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
nice.
which they have that as well at
They
the Regal
do.
thing, but
But they just have the bar that goes straight
Yeah.
across.
was it as bad with the second movie?
No, the second time because we sat, there was no bar in front of us. Remember, I told you we have to sit in row D. So that I
Someone
can
wants
see
the
everything.
D.
So yeah, I gave her the D.
I do like the D.
But yeah, it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm wearing my Flash T-shirt. I wasn't even realize she was wearing a Wonder Woman shirt, and people are coming out. Oh, if you're seeing it, it's awesome. Like,
What?
what? Oh. And then they were gone, and I'm like, oh, okay, I've already seen it.
One of the times
Yeah.
You're
I went to
right, it's pretty good. Not really awesome, though.
one of the I don't remember if it was the first or second time that I went, but one of the times I went, I was wearing a Thor shirt, and some guy looked at me like, "Should you be here right now?" I'm like, "Calm yourself." Oh my god.
We can like all of them.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
okay.
It's okay to like both, man.
I went to the year Seattle beat Denver in the Super Bowl. I went to a house party for it, a Super Bowl party. It was my previous girlfriend's friends from roller derby or whatever, and they're from Washington. So all these people are like, well, I'm wearing my Cardinals shirt.
Right.
Because that was the year the Cardinals went into the clink and won.
Yeah.
And they were, all the Seahawks fans were whining, they ruined his perfect home record. So, of course, I had to wear it.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And they're all looking at me. I'm like, your team is in the fucking Super Bowl. Calm down. And they're like,
Take it easy.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Pretend you've been a fan of a team for more than a year or two.
Right.
You know?
Seriously. Oh my god.
Pretend that there was a running back there before Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah. And it's like 75-10, and then, the Seahawks score, and they're jumping around like that was the game winner. It's like, this is boring at this point.
Right.
Why are
Yeah.
you so excited for all this padding? That's all it is garbage points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're jumping around. They were all drunk, of course, so there was
Yeah.
that.
I'd be doing the same thing if the Cardinals won by a whole bunch of points.
Yeah.
I'd celebrate
Yeah.
every goddamn point.
That's
Like
not
it.
happening this
It
year.
finally-
Yeah, it's not going to happen. It
happened.
can't happen this year. So that's okay.
Oh, you got
Um,
Minnesota. That's
Yeah,
a shot.
still going to go for them.
Yeah.
I should not have picked them to win against the Panthers. This was the second game of a 2-game road trip.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, oh, that was dumb. I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Should have chosen more wisely with that one. And I
Yeah,
should
it
have picked the
happens.
Bears too. I'm like, oh, why did it? I was even talking to my brother about it. So because I was like, oh man, Seattle or Cincinnati got beat up
Yeah.
this past Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already hard to come off a Monday game and play on Sunday,
Well,
but to come off beat up like that,
think the
Oh,
Bears
yeah.
put up like 33 points.
Yeah, it was like
something
33
that.
to 6 or
Oh
something.
my God. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and I figured it was good. I didn't figure it was going to be that much, but I just thought the
Yeah.
Bears
Yeah.
would win. So I'm like, oh, that's okay. I got plenty more wrong.
A little insane.
It's
yeah.
not going to. Yeah, I had a bad week.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm ahead overall, so that's good.
I only got to watch one game, and I didn't even get to watch all of it. But that was my game. That was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
That was a fun.
I
That was
love,
a cool game to see.
I love snowballs, man.
Yeah.
They make me happy. You
Yeah.
know it hurts.
Oh
You know
yeah,
it hurts.
Trying to
and
think.
you can't run fast. There's like
No.
it looks like a
Watching
slow motion
them,
game.
Watching them fall because their cleats don't have anything to grip onto.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
great.
I
Man.
think it was Cowboys Dolphins on a Thanksgiving game once where it snowed, and it was in the Cowboys' old stadium, and they had that weird kind of
Yeah,
oval
Open,
opening.
yeah.
So just
only the field was
most
covered.
of the field was covered.
Yeah.
There was like an edge around it that wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a kickoff. I don't remember who the hell the kicker was at that point, but he kicked it and went sliding and fell on his ass like Charlie Browned it. I
Yeah.
mean, he got the kick, but it still hit the ground.
Vinatieri went to make the first, like he had a chance at like a 33-yard field goal, which for Vinatieri is
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, chip
Oh
shot.
man, it was bad. It
Yeah.
was bad. They tried to clear like a space for the football, but they didn't clear far enough back, so he started the kick through snow.
Yeah.
And the
no.
snow was
Oh,
like
man.
ankle deep.
Yeah,
So he just it was like not high enough, and it went a little bit to the right. But the guys up in the booth was like, "This is the only angle we can give you because no other angle has visual."
Yeah.
And it was just a really
Right.
shitty side
That's
shot.
always great.
yeah.
I was like, "Oh man."
Lake effect.
Ugh. I liked every time they went to someone in the stands because it was just like snow stacked on top of them.
Yeah,
Oh man, it was hilarious.
yeah. Buffalo's rough.
Yeah,
Sounds
Well,
awful.
Rough place to live.
nobody likes to play there either.
Speaking of Buffalo, too, James Lofton today was part of the commentary team for the Cardinals game.
Wasn't he wonderful?
Oh, he was so bad. And
Man.
I loved him when he was with the Bills.
Of
but,
course.
Jay Feely was their sideline guy.
Ugh.
And Phil Dawson is the Cardinals kicker now, and he's older than Feely a little bit. And Lofton goes, "Boy, Phil Dawson has to be wondering if Arians is looking at the sideline at that young guy Jay Feely, maybe going to sign him." And I'm like, do you even know anything about this guy?
Oh my god.
The Cardinals got rid of him because he sucked.
Yeah,
You know, he made like his longest kick ever. Where was that, in Miami? Maybe.
something like that.
And then
Yeah.
he had a chip shot that he completely hooked, and I knew he was going to blow it. I
Yeah.
knew he was going to blow it after making his career kick.
It wasn't. It was only like 20 yards.
Yeah, it was
or
like
something.
20, 21.
It
something
was
yeah,
like
that
not
wasn't much.
far.
Yeah,
So
He didn't even hit the net.
yeah, like Feely's 3 kickers ago. You know,
yeah.
He was rough.
yeah,
But he knows his football stuff, from what I can tell.
yeah.
Because I hear him on the radio every now and then.
Just not where Jay Feely plays.
No,
Yeah.
just, yeah. I mean, but I mean, like I think sideline reporting and things like that.
Yeah.
I think that'll be good for him.
Yeah.
Maybe get him up in the booth, have him replace Rondé Barber.
Oh, you mean Feely, not
Yeah, Feely.
I thought you meant Lofton.
Oh no, well, after whatever.
Yeah, I mean he's just
He's not as
there.
bad as Rondé Barber, so
No,
Yeah. It's true.
nothing is as bad as
Rondé or
Rondé.
Tiki. Tiki was horrible too.
Yeah, and they gave him like a whole on full studio job for a while.
I think so. Yeah.
Wasn't he on the NBC crew for? This was years ago, like
Yeah.
right when he first retired.
So is it NBC or Fox?
I thought it was.
Well, he
I
got-
thought it was NBC with like Dan Patrick and Rodney Harris. I might be wrong.
I don't know. I know
I
he got
can't
fired
remember.
after some kind of either domestic abuse or he got in some sort of fight or some kind of nonsense he got fired
Yeah.
for. So I don't know.
It's going around.
Yeah,
Round and around.
yeah. You're wrestling guys, man.
I'm more upset by some of the things I'm seeing on Twitter as responses.
I haven't even seen the responses. Like,
Oh my gosh. I guess we should give reference. For anyone who watches wrestling, was it Richard Swan was arrested?
yeah, or listens
or-
to the Bank on Action
or
podcast.
listen-
And my
yeah.
favorite freaking interview. The guy is so funny.
Yeah, I mean, he
Yeah,
was
so
super
can we-
nice guy.
Was he on there?
He was on with Ricochet,
Yeah.
and he was making
Okay.
the Japanese women's sex noises.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's right.
Very funny.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
He
but,
plays.
like,
He brings a Nintendo 64 with him everywhere he
Yep.
goes.
yep.
Yeah, see, super cool.
Yeah. And now this
Kidnap somebody.
It was his wife.
Oh.
I read the article because I saw your tweet. I didn't know what you're
Yeah,
talking
I
about.
didn't read the whole article.
Well, apparently, like, they were arguing or something, and she got out of the car, and then he chased after her, and then...
Well, she's a wrestler also.
Yeah,
and it
she's a
said
wrestler
something
also.
that he had her in a headlock in the parking lot. I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe they were just
And
doing
then-
a match. I don't know.
Right. And then forced her to get back into the
Misunderstood.
car, and he says he didn't, and his reasoning was that she had the phone with the directions to where they were going. I don't know. Needless to say, that all needs to get worked out. WWE did the right thing suspending him until it's addressed. That's what they do now.
Yeah, you suspend them until it's addressed.
That's exactly what they should do. And there's all these people blasting on Twitter like, oh, it's because he's black, or, oh, like, they didn't used to do this. Like, look, Stone Cold hit Deborah, and he didn't get suspended. I'm like, they also didn't used to suspend people for that. Like, this
They
is
also
a new
used to let them
era.
shoot up steroids in the back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
They used to provide the drugs, guys. Come
did
on.
you see Vince McMahon in 1998?
Wouldn't mess with that dude. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm getting irritated because all these people are like, oh, keeping a brother down. And I'm like, will you stop? Like, can we not...
If
Can
that
we remember
happened
there's
to
a victim in
anybody,
this?
that's what would happen to them.
Well, my first thought was like Jerry Lawler, like 3 years ago, had a situation like this, suspended immediately.
Right.
Emma, they thought she stole something, even though it was like a mistake, suspended immediately.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like they've suddenly, oh, we're dropping the bar now and that's it. Like, they've been doing this for a while. I'm like, stop, like, realize there's a situation that took place and we don't know what happened yet, and there might be a legit victim.
Yeah.
Stop being shithead to that person. Wait till we know the whole story. We don't know everything. All we have is a
Then you
police
can be
report.
a shithead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And let it commence. But
If
let's
they-
let due process
yeah. And every time,
take its place here,
Yeah.
2017.
right? I mean, every time that something's been like, the cops come out and say like, okay, we've solved the case. It's been, this is what happened, or this is reversed, or they're not charged. WWE's always gone back and like, all right, we're gonna bring you.
All right,
back
we're
in.
good to go.
Like,
Yeah.
clearly they pay attention to stuff. Otherwise, if it was an issue of race, freaking what's his face, Hudson's husband.
Otunga.
Yeah, Otunga would have been suspended, and he's not even on TV. They could have just been like, "You're fired."
Right.
So they didn't even suspend him for that situation, even though J HUD Productions was a little shady during that bullshit. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Go wrestling.
Go wrestling. It's
Oh.
crazy right
No.
now.
It's interesting to see how these different situations are handled in different places.
Yeah.
Like Netflix got rid of Spacey immediately. But Danny Masterson is still, there on
he's
the
still
ranch.
there.
The ranch is a horrible. I couldn't get through an entire episode. If you like, Big Bang Theory and stuff like that, maybe you get into it. I don't know. It's that kind of crappy laugh track humor.
I haven't
Oh.
watched it.
I
Okay.
couldn't get through an episode. But, I mean, he has 4 rape accusations against him.
Yeah.
All worked through Scientology, and we know that they legally protect their members. They're famous members anyway. They're famous members.
Right.
And there was an article I read today where one of the programming directors of Netflix coaches his kid's soccer team. And one of Masterson's accusers was there for whatever reason, and went up to him and said, "So, what do you think, about this Masterson thing? Are they going to do it?" And he's like, that's all lies. It's all made up, stuff like that. He just shot her down not knowing she was one of the accusers.
One of the accusers.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Ooh.
that was not good, and Netflix is
Ooh.
like, he has nothing to do with who works where in
Right.
the company,
Yeah.
so he doesn't have that decision
Yeah.
making. So whatever.
Guy's an idiot.
Yeah, he
F
didn't
him.
say. Yeah, they were like, no, but I don't know. The only other one that I see where nothing has happened from like the network is Jeremy Piven has a CBS show, but he's had one accuser and he jumped out like, this is bullshit, like straight from the go. He defended himself from the go.
Okay.
So, and it's not like a stacked up pile. Where,
No.
I mean, Spacey admitted
Yeah.
loosely that
Right.
he did something, and more
And
shit
just
comes
it was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be gay now.
out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like Jeffrey Tambor, at first they were like, "This is one accusation. We're investigating it," and then 3, 4, 5 come up, and he's like, "I'm fucked."
I-
All right, forget
They
it.
got rid of him. Yeah,
Jeremy Piven, and the only other one that I haven't seen anything come out of it is the one chick from Dream that accused Nick Carter of raping her.
Mhm.
There's been nothing on that. She made the statement, and then like legit, there's been nothing. Like freaking Hard Rock in Vegas didn't even see a reason to, like, make a statement. They could have very easily been like, oh, no, we have to, like, push you guys away and not associate with this. And there was nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't even seen anyone respond to it. No one from the Backstreet Boys or from, like, Nick Carter's representatives making a statement. I mean, it just disappeared.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's suspicious.
It's interesting. I don't know.
But crazy.
Boo. Terrible news.
Right.
Any good news happening? If we
It's
stay away
almost-
from... I had to get off Twitter this morning because I'm like, I see some, like, awful things.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, forget it. I'm done.
Yeah,
Going to the zoo.
Twitter's rough.
Forget this. I can't.
I'd say I like your zoo photos.
Yeah.
We had so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not getting our... So the Phoenix Zoo, they have the Zoo Pass every year. And this is going to be our first year without it in
My
a long
parents
time.
Give it to us for Christmas because it's not
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
And the kid's old and we don't live as close to the zoo as we used to, so it's just not something we do as often.
Yeah.
We're like, we walked every inch of that zoo, it felt like today, and we saw so many freaking animals. It was amazing.
Because you get to go in a little bit early.
Yeah.
You get an
If you
hour
remember.
early.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which we were only
Yeah.
there about a half hour,
But it
maybe,
was,
maybe
I
even
mean, it was
15
a little
minutes
bit
early.
chilly.
Still
But it was cool out this morning.
Yeah.
And it's good for summer when you do that because
Oh, man.
their
Oh,
hours
yeah.
are earlier too, so you can go
Yeah.
at 7 a.m.
Right.
So yeah, I like
So yeah,
that.
but it was pretty cool. There was a lot of stuff that was out. We actually got to see some things that were normally crowded around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that new tiger exhibit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
New-ish.
see that.
It's but yeah, it's all glass. It walked in front of us. I mean,
Nice.
Mini Mandy, you are further away than that tiger was from me.
Yeah.
Mini Mandy is right next to me.
I am right next to you.
There was just a piece of glass in between
Yeah.
us. I was like, whoa, and it's just like pacing back and forth. I was like,
Yeah.
man, this is
The
pretty
alligator exhibit was probably the coolest today, though.
Yeah, we've never seen it because
we
it
got
was
to see it swim.
We actually
Yeah.
saw it from one end, swim to the other. I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
and I know it's not really PC to like zoos anymore either. 'Cause
It's hard because
everybody hates zoos.
I'm so torn. Part of me thinks like, man, these animals shouldn't be in captivity, but I also understand the fact that they've been in captivity and they would not survive in the wild if you just let them go.
Right.
There's that,
So-
and some of them are endangered.
Yeah.
And this is a way you can
Yeah.
preserve them.
Exactly.
And
So-
sometimes they breed them and reintroduce them as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's-
Yeah.
Too.
And I just got my zoo pass yesterday for this coming year. So
So there you go. So now
I
it's
took-
cool.
Yeah, I took the key from you guys, and my mom's like, "What do you want? What do you want?" I never have an answer because
Yeah.
I'm 41. What do I need?
Yeah, and that's perfect.
I told her, you know what? Do the zoo thing.
Yeah.
That's a
And
good
I will
thing.
say, because I spent quite a few years babysitting other kids and having my own and just being at home, the greatest thing ever was having that.
Yeah.
Because I would
Yeah.
pack the kids up, and like we said, you get an hour early. By the time we had seen everything, people were just arriving.
Yeah.
Kids were on the splash pad, and it was
It
now
was
go.
it was 5 minutes from where we lived at the
Yeah.
time, so it was actually like the closest park you could take
Yeah,
a kid
there's
to.
that too.
Yeah.
So there's all those play areas and everything else. I mean, it's like, man, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
go pet some goats and go milk the fake cow and
She still likes that freaking fake
Yeah.
cow.
yeah.
It is nice though to take a break from it because
Yeah.
for a couple years I got it in a row, and then I didn't, and then I did, and then last year we didn't, and it's just
So now you get to all this new stuff.
Yeah, you miss it. Like, okay, hey, we haven't done that in a whole year, so
Yeah.
let's go.
I was surprised to see that the dinosaurs are still there. Are those permanent?
No, they're
No.
there until April.
April?
Till
Oh,
April,
so I
yeah.
need to go before April.
Yeah.
They're really neat. We actually
They're
'cause
cool.
We had gotten he had won tickets,
Yeah.
and we went, and then we took the kid in today, and I was like, we have to do that. If we're not going to the zoo for a while,
yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
I mean, $12
So-
later.
so yeah, it's-
she had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's what, $4 if you remember, 5 if you're
Oh,
not.
that's-
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
It's
so-
not like ridiculous.
Yeah.
So you get
And if
to
you
walk
wanna
the
get the
trail and check it
pictures-
out.
That's a little
Nice.
bit ridiculous, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the other nice thing about going to the zoo first thing in the morning before people get there. You don't have all this freaking stop. Let me take a picture. I hate those people.
Yeah.
That's when my dad comes out of me. I'm like, no, I don't want a freaking picture.
The only time I've been to the zoo in the last few years is because of zoo lights.
Okay. I'm not
And
a fan
he
of zoo
hates
lights.
I'm not. I went and I was like, "This is disappointing."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not
I don't
going
like
this year.
Yeah, I don't
We went
like
the
it.
last two, and it's like, it's okay. You know.
I love it.
I hate the huge crowd just to see lights. I'm like, oh.
Well, even
Oh,
when
wow.
I
There's
That's
animals
when John
here.
Morrison comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
such
Yeah.
a dick.
even when I went, there wasn't a lot of people. It's just like
Oh, wasn't there?
the
Yeah.
lights are so like sparse, and sometimes it's like, okay, you ran a light up a bamboo stick. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
The
that's
animated
nice.
stuff where, it's like
Yeah,
cartoon panels almost.
yeah.
I mean, it is impressive what they do. I just,
love it.
Yeah.
I like to see it on
crowds are
people's houses.
ridiculous.
I wish it was the
crowds are
whole
ridiculous,
zoo.
though.
That
Yeah.
would be cool. But
That
it's only
would make
about
a
a third
difference.
of it.
Yeah, I mean, they don't do all of it because of the animals, but still,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Plus
yeah,
the
you're
And
right.
it's
It would
expensive
take,
as
yeah.
hell.
It
Like,
is
that's
expensive, yeah.
That's a lot of lights,
Yeah.
but it's cool. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, we'll take a year off from it, and
Yeah.
it'll be cool when we come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it because that
Yeah.
works
Someday I'll
for
go
us.
again.
We get bored of it and for a while and
Oh,
it's
we should have had her get us Comic-Con passes.
Seriously.
I'm going to go with she would have laughed at you.
Yeah,
yeah.
She couldn't buy you frickin' cologne. Think she's going to buy you Comic-Con passes?
that's actually kind of a funny story.
It is. Okay, so my mom is asking, what does he want for Christmas? So I'm giving her ideas. And I'm like, oh, you know what? He really has this cologne that he likes. It's like $45-50. You should get that. I don't know how comfortable I am with that. I'm like, what do
What?
you mean? You
People
buy
buy-
your daughter-in-law's
Perfume.
perfume and lotions all the freaking time. You can't buy your son-in-law this? You wouldn't buy my brother's this? No. Really? Cologne should be bought for a man if you have, intimate
Relations.
intentions. I'm like, what fucking century are we in here?
I was like,
Right.
Don't buy me. Don't have her get me any cologne. Don't. I don't want to do this.
So,
Let's not make this
he
weird.
comes home and I have to tell him because I just think it's so weird.
It is
Oh
funny.
no, women should only do that if you have serious intentions.
Okay.
Guess sorry, honey, you're not going to get that from me either. I guess.
God.
You don't have intentions.
I'll go without.
When I was a kid, my mom used to put little bottles in our stockings.
Yeah.
And I hate cologne. I will
Oh, really?
never wear it. Yeah, I can't. So I'd have these things lined up on my dresser for years. Meanwhile, my brother's bathing in his,
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know why he didn't ask me for mine because I never used it, but, I remember one time when he came out here to visit, he just reeked of it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, why, you put so much on? He's like, well, they tell you got to put a lot on because it fades after a little bit. I'm like, yeah, they're telling you to put a lot on because they want you to buy more sooner. Like,
Yeah.
you're gagging me here with this crap.
There's like the people
It's like-
that do like 30-second holds on Axe spray.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Axe spray does not work for me.
Axe spray
Like,
does
it
not
just-
work
it,
for
like,
anyone.
No, I
there's
knew
that,
one
but-
guy that like he would spray it. I'm like, wow, he smells good.
Yeah.
Half a
Like
second.
it works for him.
I
No,
did like a half a second.
no, but all day, like I was like, oh wow, because that was like his. He's like, oh, this is what you got to do. You got to buy this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I sprayed that same Axe
Yeah.
inside of a store. I'm like, oh, that stinks. that would be terrible on me. I don't know how I would describe how that would like just kind of musty,
Pickled dog diaper.
like pickled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like
Accurate.
No,
like
like
pickled raw chicken breast. Like that's what I would look and smell like.
Wow.
the worst is when Toby Keith's was still open and we would do stuff over there for EXW. I think like there was like some reps that were like regulars at Toby Keith's,
Oh boy.
and they would give some of the workers like
Axe.
the sample bottles.
Oh boy.
Ugh. I hated those people so much.
Oh man.
Because then they would just spray them at people, or they'd like break them to just continuously spray and put it in someone's bag.
Oh
Okay,
I could
that's
see
kinda
that.
That's funny.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
It's
Not gonna lie.
funny until you walk into that back room and you're like, oh god,
Oh,
oh god, I'm gonna die.
Yes.
I got to get out of here.
kilo.
Kind of like in the dollar store this afternoon. I don't know if you were in the same aisle as we were, but I walked by this guy and I was like, eyes were starting to water and my nose was running because he had so much cologne on. It was awful cologne.
It's
They
the
had-
worst.
Probably got it there at dollar store. Maybe it was next to the neckties that were there. They really had neckties at the dollar store. I'm like, oh my
That's
god, they have
great.
everything.
That's
Yeah.
good.
100% polyester.
I'm not
Of
gonna
course.
lie.
Yeah.
now that I got paid last weekend, I'm going to start doing my Christmas shopping.
At the dollar store?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the dollar store. That's all my stocking stuffers come from the dollar store.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
There are interesting things you can find at the dollar store.
No, it's true.
And every
They're
one
just-
of them is different.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just very odd what you find there. And
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
They only have
I don't
one
know
that
why I
really
need this,
like.
but I'm taking it. It's only $1.
It's only $1.
Wow.
And now everybody else needs one too.
Usually I'm better prepared and I start shopping early enough that I can go on to Wish and order it and get it in plenty of time before Christmas, but I did not do that this year.
We are done.
So I'm actually buying stuff in the United States for Christmas this year.
Yeah.
Might not have been
For
made
you.
here, but it's actually in the country
Now,
Yeah.
when I purchase it.
No,
So-
I do.
the only one gift that's not in the country is his big one.
Uh-oh.
So it might not even be here for Christmas. Thanks, Amazon.
She's like, I got you this awesome gift. Oh, it's coming from China.
You'll
On a
get a
pedal
lovely
boat.
picture of it.
It's a lady boy.
Just get a box
Very
big enough
young.
for
Oh,
it
good.
and then put a picture of it inside.
There you go.
It'll be here someday.
A lady boy. Me and Johnny the Bull can be Eskimo brothers.
I watched this show. It was only like 6 episodes, I think. It's Jack Whitehall. He's a British comedian. I actually first heard him. I guess he's really good friends with Jim Jeffries, and he was on Jeffries' after show podcast for his Comedy Central show. And he's like a big TV star in England. Again, never heard of him, but Netflix put up a special, which was okay. And
Okay.
then he did this thing called Travels with My Father, where he and his dad went through. They started in Bangkok and went through to Pyongyang and stuff like that, just through Asia, and took basically like the typical British college kid like gap year
Yeah.
trip. So he comes down from the hotel room one morning. They had a guide in every place, and they're waiting for a lady. His dad is sitting at the hotel bar talking to this young lady.
Oh, boy.
He thinks is the guide, and he's like, Dad, he explained it to him later. They have these people called lady boys. And he's like, so what, like a man that becomes a woman? Yeah, that's, okay. What? Like, what are you talking about? It was kind of funny. I mean,
Yeah.
it was an interesting show. I don't think I could be able to do that trip with my dad. But
No.
it would never happen. But yeah,
I'd pay
it was
to watch
kinda
that.
interesting. Oh yeah, a lot of people would pay to watch that one. Yeah, I think my uncles would enjoy that one greatly.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah. Guess we'll find out between now and
January
middle
20th.
of February.
Yeah.
January 20th is the latest date they said? Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh.
I've run into that. Because I've ordered stuff and I'm like, oh, this is a great price.
Yeah,
Because when I first got my Xbox 360, that's how long ago that was. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, man, this hard drive sucks. Let me order one.
yeah.
It's like, oh, this is a great price. Oh. Better not save any games between now and like 3 months from now. No new games. No
Yeah.
new games.
We do it pretty frequently, though, actually. And, like, all of a sudden, like, oh, what's this in the mail?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get all excited because I forget it's coming.
Yeah, I got a really
Yeah.
cool pencil that way. I was like, oh, cool. This Pilot pencil that I've been
Freaking
wanting.
pencil took
Yeah.
forever to get.
And it just like showed, I'm like, oh yeah, I ordered that. It's like, what do I do when it runs out of lead?
I feel
Oh,
like that's
Order now.
Order now.
Hit it.
Yeah.
it's really funny when stuff like comes from other countries because like Jess does it all the time. She orders stuff off Wish all the time, and she lives for the email that confirms it was delivered.
Yeah.
And I'm like, stuff will sit in the mailbox for like 3 days because she hasn't gotten the email yet.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I'm like, you're waiting for an email from a country or from an email from a company that's in another country that's waiting for a notification that they got from a post office that's in a different country than they're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to get to you the day that it delivers. Like,
Right?
just check the mail if you know you ordered stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh every time. And like our mailman is not a bad guy, but if he's put something in the box, he's not going to take it out to move it to the bigger box.
Yeah.
He'll just shove everything else in there. He's broken like 3 things that Jess has ordered.
Oh, no.
From shoving stuff inside of our little mail slot for
Yeah.
our.
Yeah.
I've called the
Stuff.
mailman back because he when they open
Yeah.
the back, it's a lot bigger than when you have the front to open
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
had we do those stupid review boxes. They shoved a box in. I'm like, I need to take a picture of this freaking box. So
Right.
I'm calling the postmaster, and I'm like, can you send them back? Yeah, I know I could probably get it out. However,
Yeah. You need the
I
box to be in
need-
one piece.
Yeah.
to make a picture of this, so gonna need it to be pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a few instances where I go to the stop the next day and the parcel locker's open and the outside of the box is still there. They just rip the front out and then pull their shit
the
out.
stuff out of it. That's pretty ingenious.
I could see myself doing
done
that.
Yeah,
I
that's-
just
that's
pull it
pretty
out,
good.
throw it on the ground. I don't care. At
I
that point.
had to do that for one of Jess's packages. I had to like go get a knife because it was the smooth side.
Yeah.
I couldn't grip anything to open it, so I had to go get a knife. Hope I didn't stab whatever she had in there and cut out the box. And then get the item out and then take the box out because the rest of our mail was still behind the box.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I got all the mail out and I put the box back in and I was just like, yo, dick move. And left it in there. And he like wrote on a post-it note, he's like, sorry, it was funny.
Yeah.
I was like, alright.
Well, it's funny too because when
Pretty
you
good.
open, like most of the ones I have, the front panel's open, and a lot of times you can slide shit in with no problem. But then when you close it, your doorway is a little bit smaller, and then it won't come out.
Yep.
So, but we don't know that. You know, I mean, we can't gauge
Yeah.
that necessarily. If it slides in, it slides in. Fuck it, I don't care.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah,
that
no.
before I could.
That's what she
So,
said.
yeah. But I mean, what do I care? I have one person that tips me on my goddamn route, so I don't give a fuck about the rest of them. I'll get my $20.
Yeah.
Good old Colbert. But,
Yeah. I mean, I've tipped him before. Like, I've left him, like, stuff for, like, Christmas and whatnot. But I was like, I'm not leaving anything this year.
We
Fuck
owe
that.
my parents' post office guy so much. So much.
Yeah.
Between the Amazon deliveries
Yeah.
and all the boxes that they deliver. Because
Mhm.
here at this complex, they don't do the front office won't sign for anything.
Right. A
So
lot of
we,
them won't.
yeah, so we still have everything sent to my parents' house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty regularly I get a text or a phone call. You've got boxes here. Sorry.
I will say, since the post-it note conversation,
It
though,
should be.
he puts stuff in the bigger boxes. And sometimes he'll be really funny because some of that stuff from Wish just comes in, like, a little bag.
Yeah.
He'll put, like, something that clearly fits in there.
Yeah.
In
the big one?
In the big one.
Nice.
Jess got really mad because she didn't know that conversation had happened.
Oh.
And so she's like, I don't understand why he put this in the big box. Like, it's small. It was like a ring. Like, it was just a ring.
Oh,
It's just like, I don't understand. And I was like, oh, that's my fault.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just being funny.
We got in a post-it note war, and now we're cool, and now he's just being funny.
Yeah.
Did you ever
It's
get
fine.
something random from Wish?
Yeah,
Like,
we have.
I got a,
We've also
a
gotten
lady's
doubles.
watch one time. Like, what is this? I had some Bluetooth headphones that I ordered that never came, and they're like, I don't know what's going on, so we'll just refund you. And they never showed up. And then a week or two later, this lady's watch showed up. I'm like, I don't know what that is, but at least I didn't pay for it. So whatever.
Yeah.
So it's sitting in a drawer in my house because I don't know what the fuck to do with it.
Yeah.
I mean,
One
it's cheap
time-
shit, you know?
One time I got, like, it's some sort of plastic tubing, but I don't know what it's for. That
Yeah.
arrived. Jess has had a few things that delivered twice.
Yeah.
And not even because she was like, hey, like, it's past the delivery date. Did this get sent out? Like, it's just been, like, two of the same items show up the same day.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. We'll take
I've
two,
never
I
used
guess.
them.
Yeah, it's
It's not bad.
It's
You
good.
have to be
I got,
patient.
It sounds cool. I
if it's
never have.
stuff you don't need in a rush, like
Right.
Yeah.
when I got my laptop, it doesn't have a drive on it. I mean, most of them don't, like a disk drive.
Oh, yeah.
So I have some programs on disk that I wanted to put on there, and so I ordered a drive from Wish.
Yep.
Works great. It was
Okay.
like $5.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's including shipping. I mean, it was dirt
Yeah.
cheap.
Wow.
So yeah, there's a lot of
All
stuff
right.
like that you can get.
Oh.
So
It's
Let me get through the holidays
yeah.
first.
Yeah.
You have to look through a lot of bullshit, but man, there's some real gems in there.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. But again, like you said, if you're not in a rush, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I wouldn't recommend clothes because it's all in like Asian sizes,
The
and we're
sizing's
all
weird, I've
we're all
heard,
fat. So,
not me.
well, not compared to Asia.
I'm average there.
Yeah.
I'm not sumo yet.
That's true. I was just like,
that's too
I'm
much.
not going to order I'm not going to order clothes there. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
But,
cool.
Yeah, it's neat. There's some cool stuff on there.
hmm
Did all your spinners arrive?
I completely misunderstood the thing because there are some barriers there where I thought I was getting an amount and it was actually the style number. So I got a few.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought I was getting all these things. I'm like, are you kidding me for this? All right, fine.
Yeah.
And it was just it was a style number. I was like, okay, whatever.
Okay.
But we got a few around the house
Yeah.
laying around.
Yeah.
So
They
whatever.
Had, they had a bunch on there. Just pay for shipping.
hmm
Yeah.
99 cents. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few of those.
Yeah, the
things.
spinners are still going.
Yeah.
Man, people are. I still see them. Not quite as much as I did.
Yeah.
You know, 6-8 months ago.
I
but
play with mine when I get frustrated at work,
Mhm.
which has been happening a lot lately. Stupid work.
Yeah.
I got in trouble for
one
the
in the
dumbest
car.
things this week.
Really.
Apparently, I'm not supposed to participate in training
Oh.
Oh.
because I'm learning something new, but I can't participate.
Oh.
I got fired over the phone.
I'm
That
quote
happened.
unquote.
Yeah.
I'm quote unquote intimidating to new hires, even though we're in a virtual classroom and the people who are intimidated live in Texas.
Mm.
That's crazy.
I mean, I've been told I'm intimidating before, but damn, virtually
Virtual.
over the web when I'm just answering the question.
This is impressive.
That's talent,
I'm
man.
loving this.
It's pretty good.
You should play Call of Duty online.
Yeah.
That would be pretty amazing.
I'd just be there like, guys, how do I shoot this gun?
Right?
Yeah.
I just got an Xbox One. The last game system I bought was a Sega Genesis. Is it the same?
Yeah.
Why do I have to load the
Slightly
game
different.
first? Why do I load the game and then still need the disc? It's very random. I'm learning a lot with this Xbox.
Oh, I'm sure.
Nice.
I'm still good at Mortal Kombat, though. That's nice.
Mm.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, fired over the phone. That's
That's pretty shitty. I was curious as to what was going on with that based on your Facebook
oh,
post.
yeah. Nope. They called me up about a week ago today.
on
A
Sunday
week and
night.
an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. A week and an hour. And
Dang.
we're like, we had some meeting and we've just decided that you're not a good fit for the company.
Well,
And so we had a manager previous who also fired somebody over the phone. So the current manager and I had talked about it afterwards. I'm like, so, if you ever need to fire somebody, you probably shouldn't do it over the phone.
yeah. That'd be
So
nice.
she calls me to fire me over the phone, right? So by this point, I'm pissed off,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we had this conversation where you said that you wouldn't fire somebody over the phone. She's like, yeah, I know. I said, well, good job on that.
Yeah.
Thanks. Like, you're very welcome.
Yeah.
I was just like, I come back inside. I'm like, well, I have no job. And I may have been a little bit bitchy, but I think it was deserved.
Yeah. Oh, in that
Yeah.
case, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shitty
Yeah.
way to fire someone.
Right.
I'm
It
sorry.
is.
Now, I
And
did
then-
once fire someone over the phone, but it was after there was a day that this guy, he was young, like early 20s, and I was working auto parts warehouse, and he was one of my delivery guys, and he showed up completely hungover from the night before. I mean, still like smelling like booze.
Oh.
And I just made him pull orders all day and clean the warehouse. I drove him like crazy that day. I was like, you're getting a warning here. Ever show up like this again. And then less than a week later, he called at like an hour late, and I was like, just don't bother. That was it. And his
Right.
aunt called me. It's like, oh, can you give him another chance? I turned his alarm off. I didn't know it was my fault. And I go, he was already warned when he showed up smelling like booze. And she's like, he did what?
All right,
Right.
I guess you're right.
You know what? Never mind. Have a good
Never
day.
Yeah, but see, that makes sense.
But that's warranted.
like, you had already
Yeah.
given a
Yeah.
warning. There was no warning. There was no write-ups.
Yeah.
There was no, hey,
Yeah.
you should
This is after
probably
like
try
a couple
doing
raises
this.
throughout the past
Yeah.
9 months. Like, you
Unemployment.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
might have a no job by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do seem...
If
You
not,
might be
unemployment.
you might be coworkers.
Yeah.
There you go.
So there you go.
Welcome
Hear
to the dark
sex
side.
noises from the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have cookies.
that's good.
Hey.
Up in Scottsdale or in Phoenix or in Chandler?
Chandler.
Oh, specialty or regular?
Specialty.
Good. Don't do customer care.
Yeah.
And it's like, I could walk.
Oh no, it's
not going
it's
to.
right down the street, dude.
I
That place,
could.
that place
Yeah.
is nice.
Yeah.
I had to go in to test all the computers. You're welcome. They work, sort of. I mean, for a corporate company, they work as well as any other.
Better than any postal equipment, I'm sure.
Equipment. I thought you just got a smelly van, a truck.
Yeah, we get that. We get that old crappy truck that breaks down every 3 weeks, and fun stuff like that.
Stuff like that. I couldn't be a mailman. I'd kill someone. I'm sure of it.
Been close a few times.
Nice.
It happens.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the job in general, but everybody knows that.
Right.
Pays the bills.
Yeah, barely.
I like my job. I just don't like. Was very unhappy with that training, so I'm been a little bitter about it. But we're for a great company, and their benefits are fantastic, minus the actual insurance part. But everything else is pretty nice.
Yeah,
you get a shit ton of PTO.
Hey, you can't go wrong there.
Dude, you start with like a month.
Yeah, see, because the job that I just got fired from, you earned it. They also don't pay out for your PTO that you've already earned.
Yeah, Camera doesn't pay out, but you get it all up, like January 1st, it restarts.
So, and then I had to drive to fucking Sun City West.
Ooh.
To get her check.
To get my check.
Why? Your office wasn't out there.
No, but that's where the home office is.
So...
That's
they made it difficult on her.
Oh,
yeah.
They made it
It
difficult
may have
on
been
her.
because I was not very nice.
I technically
you have
think
72
that's
hours to give this to
illegal.
me.
Yeah.
No, they could say this is where it's at.
Yeah.
If you want it in this amount of time, go get it.
That's lame.
It is.
So yes,
It was either that or there was like, well, we'll mail it to you. Oh, well.
At your convenience, yeah.
At their convenience.
Yeah, so whatever. It's done now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yay!
No more.
I did write them an awful review on Glassdoor. They all are welcome for that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know you're debating doing that.
No, Glassdoor I wasn't, because that's for employees
Yeah.
to learn. It was Yelp and Google that I was debating on. So I was just going to throw out the entire truth as if I were a patient.
Oh.
And be like, oh, so the office manager likes to sit around and talk about getting drunk all weekend with her people. And it sounds like you can't be a good employee unless you go out with this office manager and get drunk and come to work drunk, having just peed yourself because you were so drunk. But I refrained.
Yeah. I would have posted it.
Yeah. That's what it's for. That's what Glassdoor is for. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Yeah. Christmas.
It really did make me happy, though, that we had already done all of our Christmas shopping.
Yeah, at least that was done.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't have that much to do.
So if you guys want to buy some books from bunny17media.com,
yes, please do.
Please do. It helps us out.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah, use the code MASK. You get 15% off.
Oh, there you go.
So there you go.
That's not bad.
But
that's less money for me, but that's cool.
You do you, boo.
You do you.
Yeah.
I'll support.
Just buy an extra book if you're going to do that. Come on.
Yeah.
Help some people out.
You can find us on Amazon too, but we make more through our website than we do through there. So because Amazon takes a lot from you.
They do.
Yeah.
So.
They do. And I get it. You get the free shipping and everything, but hey, that 15%, that'll pay for your shipping, so go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, works
Have
out.
at it.
All works out.
It's good. So we're going to get out of here, and I'll see if I can talk them into doing another show or whatever. Happy holidays.
Still beer.
There was a man with a gun in his hand as smoke just filled his nose, wearing a smile from the death of a child while blood splattered his clothes. One single tear from the man standing near is just what had to be done. Not just a game, but escape from the pain. He killed his only son. And now he goes from here and all his mother. Now all he has is begging child, always begging please, just do it now, take care of me, I'm all you have, now set me free. Now mommy dear, set down your drink, and don't you lay your hands on me, you've never been that good to me, thank God I had my daddy. And why didn't you want them to save them? New baby boy with ability to be anything that he wants to be, but by the age of his early teens, one small lump altered everything. What was this about master plans? As he lay his head onto his hands, it was said, what's done is done. Shattered family with 3 minus 1.
Subscribe and download back episodes of Maskerpiece Theater at abnormalentertainment.com/Maskerpiece Theater. Search Maskerpiece Theater on Facebook. Email maskedblogster at maskedblogster@gmail.com. And don't forget to hashtag tweet your tits at maskedblogster. And for more podcasts, books, comics, blogs, and videos, head to abnormalentertainment.com.
You've been listening to the Abnormal Entertainment Network.